As we move closer to a trial, Jeremy Christian, the man accused of that brutal and deadly attack on a MAX train about 2 years ago, was back in court this morning.
And our Cole Miller joins us live now with what the defense and prosecutors hashed out at that hearing. What was this about, Cole?
Well, in the past, we've seen Christian have those outbursts in the courtroom. That was not the case today, though. His defense team brought up extreme emotional distress. They're arguing he was suffering from it that day, and now they want it to be the state's responsibility to disprove that. With a Multnomah County Sheriff's deputy by his side, Jeremy Christian is led into the courtroom this morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Where prosecutors and his defense discussed a handful of motions. You'll remember it was back in May of 2017 when 2 men were killed, another injured on a MAX train near the Hollywood Transit Center. Christian arrested not far away. In front of a judge today, his defense argued that when it comes to the jury pool, there's an underrepresentation of Hispanics. There was also back and forth on what kind of defense tactics will be allowed. But it was this idea of extreme emotional distress that had both sides fired up. Christian's attorneys saying he suffered from it that day. Here's what the state had to say about that.
They want to forward an argument that he suffered from extreme emotional distress. We want to forward a counter-argument that no, he's an antisocial personality disorder who repeatedly engages in violence, and this was just simply one of those acts of violence that he chose to engage in on that day.
And here's what the other side responded with.
But they're talking about prior bad act evidence that needs to be admitted, I guess, in their view, as substantive evidence to try to disprove the defense. And that's just incorrect under the Oregon Evidence Code.
After a few hours, Christian was led away. He's set to be back in court later this month. And it is also worth noting that the DA's office is pursuing this as a capital case, which means that come sentencing, it'll be up to the jury to decide Christian's punishment, which could include the death penalty. But of course, that currently sits under a moratorium. His trial is set to begin in late June. Back to you guys.